Dear students, welcome to my classroom. In previous class, we discussed about some important points that we must remember while solving the problems in applications of trigonometry. And also we solved two problems in exercise 12.1. So today we are going to some more problems to solve. And the third problem is a contractor wants to set up a slide for the children to play in the park. He wants to set it up at the height of 2 meters and by making an angle of 30 degrees with the ground. What should be the length of the slide? That's the problem. Okay. So now imagine the scenario. So this is the picture regarding to the problem. So here the height of the slide is 2 meters and this is the length of the slide that we have to find. So let us draw the lines regarding to this picture. Okay. Now here AB is the length of height of the slide and AC is the length of the slide and the angle of elevation is 30 degrees and we need to find the length of the slide. Here the angle is 90 degrees. So let AB be the height of the slide, AC be the length of the slide and given angle ACB is 30 degrees and height of AB is 2 meters. And in this picture, according to with respect to the angle C, we have to find hypotenuse and opposite side is given. Okay. So from this triangle ABC, the opposite is given and the hypotenuse to be found. So the trigonometric ratio relating these two is sine. Sine C is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, that is AB by AC. So here the angle C is 30 degrees and AB is 2 meters. So sine 30 degrees is equal to 2 by AC. And we know that the value of sine 30 degrees is 1 by 2. So now substituting 1 by 2, 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by AC. And from this we get AC is equal to 2 into 2, 4. That is the length of the slide is 4 meters. The length of the slide should be 4 meters. That is the solution of this problem. Okay. So the next question is, length of the shadow of a 50-meter high pole is 15 root 3 meters at 8 o'clock in the morning. Then what is the angle of elevation of the sun rays with the ground at that time? Okay. Length of the shadow of a 15-meter high pole is 15 root 3 meters at 8 o'clock in the morning. So by imagining the scene, we can draw this picture. This is the sun and this line is the ground and it is the pole. Now sun rays are coming like this. So these sun rays are making an angle theta, which you have to find here. Here the angle is 90 degrees because the pole stands vertically on the ground. Let AB be the height of the pole and BC be the length of the shadow. Height of the pole is 15 meters and the length of the shadow is 15 root 3 meters. So write that what is what? AB is height of the pole BC is length of the shadow. So in this triangle, we need to find the angle at C. So let theta be the angle at C. That is the angle of elevation of sun rays. Now from this picture, we have opposite side and adjacent side with respect to the angle theta. And the trigonometric ratio relating these two sides is tan. Opposite by adjacent is tan. So tan theta equal to, so from this picture angle ACB is theta, AB is equal to 15 meters and BC is equal to 15 root 3 meters. And from triangle ABC, tan theta is equal to AB by BC, that is tan C is equal to AB by BC, and substituting C is equal to theta, tan theta is equal to AB is 15 and BC is equal to 15 root 3. By cancelling 15 in numerator and denominator, we get tan theta is equal to 1 by root 3. But in terms of tan, 1 by root 3 is equal to tan 30 degrees. That is tan theta is equal to tan 30 degrees. And from this we can write theta is equal to 30 degrees. Therefore, we can say that the angle of elevation of the sun rays with the ground is 30 degrees. Okay, that is the solution of this problem. So let's start a new problem. Fifth one. You want to erect a pole of height 10 meters with the support of 3 ropes. Each rope has to make an angle 30 degrees with the pole. What should be the length of the rope? Okay. You want to erect a pole of height 10 meters with the support of 3 ropes. Each rope has to make an angle 30 degrees with the pole. Then what should be the length of the rope? So here it is the ground and it is a electric pole which is to be erected, and these are the ropes which are giving support to the pole, and each rope making an angle 30 degrees with the pole like this. So if we find the length of one piece of the rope, then by multiplying with 3, we can find the total length of the rope that to be required. Okay. So from this picture, we can draw a triangle A, B, C is the triangle, and at B, length of AB is 10 meters, that is the height of the pole, and at B we have 90 degrees. So from this picture, we can write AB be the height of the pole and AC is length of the rope, and angle BAC is equal to 30 degrees, AB is equal to 10 meters. In this picture, we have to find the length of AC, the length of the rope, that is AC. And with respect to this triangle, AC is hypotenuse, and with respect to the angle A, AB is adjacent. So we have adjacent and we need hypotenuse. So from triangle ABC, we have to take cos because we need hypotenuse, we have adjacent. The trigonometric ratio related to both adjacent and hypotenuse is cos. So we have to take cos A, which is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse AB by AC, and substituting the values we get cos 30 degrees is equal to AB is 10 meters by AC. Cos 30 degrees is equal to root 3 by 2. So that root 3 by 2 is equal to 10 by AC, and from this we can write AC is equal to 20 by root 3. And by rationalizing the denominator, we get 20 into root 3 by root 3 into root 3, which we can write 20 root 3 by 3. So this is the length of AC. So length of each rope is 20 root 3 by 3 meters. And the total length of the 3 ropes is, sum of the length of the 3 ropes is equal to 20 by root 3 into 3, because we need 3 ropes to support. By cancelling 3, we get 20 root 3. So sum of the lengths of the 3 ropes is 20 root 3, but we know the value of root 3 as 1.732. So we can substitute root 3 is equal to 1.732. So now 20 into 1.732 is equal to 34.64. Therefore, the length of the rope should be 34.64 meters. Okay, that's the solution of the given problem. And let us start a new problem. Suppose you are shooting an arrow from the top of a building at a height of 6 meters to a target on the ground at an angle of depression of 60 degrees. What is the distance between you and the object? So now imagine the situation. This is the ground and there is a building on the ground, and now you are at the top of the ground with an arrow, and the target is on the ground. You are aiming the target from the top of the building. So from this picture we can draw the lines, ground and the building, and this is the line of the side. It is a horizontal line, and the angle of depression is 60 degrees. Here the angle is 90 degrees. So A be the top of the building, B be the bottom of the building, and C is the target. AD is horizontal line. So here angle C is equal to 60 degrees, because as AD is parallel to BC, alternate angles are equal, so that angle ACB is also 60 degrees. Now AB is the height of the building, which is 6 meters. Let us solve the problem. Let AB be the height of the building, C the target, AD is horizontal line, AC is distance between me and the object, which you have to find. Okay, AC is the distance between me and the object. Now angle DAC is equal to 60 degrees, which is angle of depression. This implies we can write angle ACB is equal to 60 degrees, because alternate angles are equal. AB is 6 meters, and from triangle ABC we have opposite side with respect to angle C, and we need hypotenuse. So the trigonometric ratio that related to opposite and hypotenuse is sine. So from triangle ABC, sine C is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, that is AB by AC. Now substituting the values, we get sine 60 degrees is equal to 6 by AC, because AB is here 6. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Now AC is 12 by root 3. And by rationalizing the denominator of the fraction, AC is equal to 4 into 3 by root 3, and we can write 3 as root 3 whole square. So AC is equal to 4 root 3. Therefore, the distance between me and the object is 4 root 3 meters. That is the answer. Or we can write the value of root 3 here as 1.732, and we can find in decimals also. Okay, that is the solution of this problem. Okay, students, that's all for today, and see you in next class. Bye.